Welcome to the second season of the Random Acts of Art. It is such an exciting series of events that we have here in the Bronx. The Random Acts of Art features various of different artists. We are here to celebrate the artists as they showcase their talents, their techniques, and the various ways that they display their art on canvases. We are also here to share with the community what the artists are capable of doing. Both the artists and the community celebrate the creation of light art or art in general. So welcome to the second season of Random Acts of Art.
My name is Yimilya, and my artist name is abbreviating my name, Milya, and my middle name, Izal. Milya Izal. When I started art, I was a toddler, or I would say around toddler, 6 years old. I was doing illustrations, storybooks, plays. I always loved to doodle. And I just started becoming more imaginative, and I wanted to use my alone time to just get creative. And from there, I was going to school for art. I was doing more illustration, and then I started learning how to do things with watercolor and color pencil. And that's what I got used to and comfortable with in the beginning. So what interests me in becoming a model, I was actually influenced by my friends who just kept telling me, yeah, you got it, you have it. And I was always having fun in my hallways in my house, just walking up and down the runway, just pretending and having fun. But I think what got me really into it was the artistic aspect of jumping into character and seeing myself progress over time with pictures, getting my work together, and just seeing myself improve overall and building my confidence. While I started modeling, I was also talking about inspirational epiphanies that was coming to life while I was modeling, while I was in the field, my goals. I started talking about spiritual aspects, different things that life was teaching me. And I was sharing that on Instagram, and some of my friends were just inspired by what I was posting, and they see my progress with modeling and all that I was doing. And one of my friends was just like, I'm gonna call you Lady Progress. And then it just stuck from there. It just stuck with it from there. I started the idea of CCC Art Collective after taking a break from modeling because I wanted to see how much more purposeful I could be outside of the industry. I wanted to tap back into my creativity, and I knew that I still had a lot of room to grow. So when my friend invited me to take part in an art mural, it was an activist art mural on 125th Street. And just being included in that and seeing how the community was so involved, that really inspired me to have those experiences over and over again with other friends. And then I was just like, you know what, I would love to create an art collective where we support each other and the community and bring thought-provoking art to different events and just give back in that way. One, I was struggling to learn. I didn't feel confident in my painting skills. I never really felt confident dabbling into acrylic. I just started learning. And some of my artist friends, while I was painting with them in the community, it made me feel better than just looking on YouTube and trying to figure out things. You can't ask questions to a computer screen or a phone. So having them around me to see how I'm developing and ask them questions, that was a great support system. And I think that is very important, especially in our community of people of color. It's very important for us to be represented because there's so much talent in our community and we should be noticed.
hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
So the art type that I usually go for is surrealism, expressionism, and symbolism. And that's because I feel inspired after having conversations with people. I get epiphanies, and then I come up with an idea and concept and vision of what I would like to paint or surrounded around that conversation. So this painting that I have been painting has been about self-love. So it's a woman in a garden. She has a beautiful rose petal dress, and that's representing this woman is related to flowers and growth, and that's a fulfilling idea for me that I want to keep continuing as a series. And what she's holding over her head is a shower head, and I'm going to title it "Shower Yourself with Love." So it's going to be about self-care and a woman nurturing herself in a garden. I love to paint on my alone time because I get to feel like I'm expressing myself and getting to experiment with different colors. Being present in the moment, it helps you just kind of alleviate any worries that was in your head. It just makes you feel connected to what you're about to paint or what you're about to create. And I think more people should have a well-balanced life when it comes to work and creativity, using both your left side and your right side of the brain. So I feel like just continuing to tap into my creativity helped me feel more at balance and more at peace. And it feels good when I'm painting in the park or somewhere and people come up to me and they're just they just want to watch. They just want to view what you're painting, and they feel, if you could see the smile on their face, it's like they light up because they just see something new being created. And it's really magical when you actually witness the process. So the advice that I would tell somebody in any age range, for those that feel very reluctant about getting into art, feeling like they don't know what to do, they don't know where to start, I would say start by just having fun. Putting yourself in a room, sketching, or go into a paint and sip. Go to a paint and sip. The instructors is going to guide you through it. Go to fun events where, for instance, we're gonna have an art festival with a whole bunch of different activities, creative art therapeutic activities that's gonna happen in August. So we wanna introduce a way to express yourself through art in all types of different ways. Because you don't have to get stuck in just doing visual arts. Just learn to express yourself and have fun with it. When I first started doing art, I was very comfortable with pencil drawings, color pencils, and then stepped into watercolor. That was my safe zone for a while. I knew I wanted to step into acrylic, but I was just so scared to mess up. And so I kind of just was back and forth with it. But then when I started to paint with my friends, volunteering with art murals or just different activities, I realized acrylic, that's what acrylic is for. You can go over it, keep going over it with different layers. And I think that challenges me to grow as an artist, because it's just okay, I have to experiment with different colors, different type of painting brands, because different ones have more oil in it, more water-based. You just got to keep experimenting with it. And it takes time for me, but I feel like I'm growing, and that's what's the fun part about it. So I used to be a perfectionist, and now I'm just taking my time to be okay, this is a process, just go with the flow, this is your journey. I feel that art brings people together and makes them feel like they don't have any worries in the world, mainly because they're in the present moment. You know, they're expressing themselves. They see somebody doing something fun. They see talent, and they might be so inspired that they're just like, I think I have potential to do that too. You know, and they might want to tap into it themselves and see how they like. I feel like people just want to share. Sometimes you're not in a space where you can share with other people, and I think that's magical when you are able to express yourself amongst groups and you get feedback. You getting positive feedback makes you want to continue your art. So when you're doing it together with the community, or even if you're just going to see somebody perform, you might feel like, wow, I would love to learn how to sing, you know, or I would love to know what it's like to alleviate my fear of being in front of people, you know, speaking in front of people. So I feel like it's just inspiring and it's just fun, and it brings people together, especially in music, painting, like it's something interactive and hands-on. I feel that art is important for all different aspects and to express all different types of emotions, not just happy feelings. It could be sad feelings, it could be disappointment, it could be anything, anger, because it's a way for you to let it out and be able to, that's the start of the healing process, being able to vent. And even if you can't say it through words, you could do it you can express it through paper. It could be something as simple as just painting in red when you're angry. You know, like it's just something to like alleviate certain things. And I feel like especially with the male community, you know, there's a lot of people that are, well, what's going around now is that there's a lot of depression. And art is another way for you to just kind of like let it out without feeling fear of being vulnerable, or like you can't speak, you can't express yourself. Lets you feel like you're unstuck. And then women, if they feel like they're powerless, this is another way to feel empowered. It's another way to manifest your vision. So I feel like it's good to just express all types of emotions. If someone wanted to collaborate with me, they could easily find me on Instagram, artista.milia. I wanted it to rhyme a little bit. So artista, artista.milya. And then also, if you wanted to come out to experience some of our community events with art, performing arts, visual arts, you can reach us at ccc.art.collective on Instagram. And you could check out our website, cccartcollective.com.